Okay. So, you want to get started? So, hello everybody. Welcome to the Astronomy.
Hi, Tim.
Hello, people. First kind of order of business. What was it? Saturday? That's right. Was our eyepiece observing on the 61-inch, and Amy, Camber, can you get one of the lights? Yes.
Oh, it's my face.
Yep. And so, like, there's people gathered in the Minnesota room order, there's people gathered in the dome. If any of you have pictures, you should put them on the website, because if you go to uaastroclub.org/pictures, right there, then we have some pictures uploaded of all this fun observing that we did. And we would love to have your pictures, so we have like a good catalog of all of our events and fun things that we do. So, if you have pictures, please upload them. If you have questions about getting them on the website, talk to Kevin. He will help you. Kevin's right there. Also, we kind of requested that you pay dues if you want to go on this trip. So if you went on the trip and you haven't paid dues, please pay dues. Okay. As if we didn't have enough star parties going on, we have another star party this Saturday. So it's the first Saturday of the month. It's the first day of the month. So we have our Sabino Canyon star parties. And this is kind of showing that we get there around 5 or 6, so we can do some solar observing. Apparently there's a really big sunspot right now, so that'll be nice. We're going to meet in the South Stewart parking lot at 4:30. I think last week I said we'll meet at the alternative location, but the game this week is an away game, so we can meet here and have no problems. Next kind of order of business, meet your major fair. The astronomy department kind of holds a get-together for astronomy majors, and that's next Tuesday. And John Bigging, who's our club advisor and really the advisor for undergrad majors, emailed me a couple hours ago saying we should have some astronomy club presence there. So just kind of by a show of hands, are people able to go there? It's next Tuesday, which is October 4th, from 3:30 to 5. Yes, I'm not able to go. So is there anybody you're able to go? Camber. Okay, that's cool. So eat the free food, and if someone comes up and talks to you, mention Astronomy Club.
Yeah, usually they have a presentation at the beginning for astronomy majors, and they want somebody to just plug the Astronomy Club, and somebody can go for 10 minutes and do that.
Actually, we'll make a look for one of those billboards that you can wear. Astronomy Club.
Billboard. A big billboard.
Billboards aren't your style. You're a square.
How
I
about
don't want to be a square.
How about a phone people?
Or we can walk around the little mini local group thing. When I was walking around in that, when I was transporting it, I had 3 people stop me and ask me if I was going to leave.
So yes, you can go there. That'd be great. Costumes optional. But yes, that is next Tuesday. So some more information about events coming up. Biosphere 2, I talked a little bit about last meeting. It's where we go to the Biosphere 2. They have these Science Saturdays events, and we do some outreach. And our first trip is October 22nd, which is 3.5 weeks away, so it's still a little bit away, but just kind of letting you know so you can get your schedules. In the next couple meetings, I'll be asking you to sign up if you're going. And one nice thing is they say if you're doing outreach there, you get a free tour of the Biosphere, and if you haven't been there, it's a really spectacular place. It'd be huge, and you've got all of these kind of biomes, and it's just really awesome. So for these kind of outreach events, we like to have some materials that we have ahead of time. So if you want to help make outreach materials, I know you might have already put your email down, but Katie asked me to ask you for what times you want to meet. So if you want to I put a little sign-up sheet. So at the end of the meeting, if you have to wait before the end of the meeting, at the end of the meeting, if you want to kind of note what times are good for you, then I'll pass that along to her, and she can get that working so that we can get starting to make some outreach materials, which is, it's always fun to use the lighter side of science, not doing the calculations of the paper, but throwing rocks and actually seeing, hey, it falls this way.
One cool idea I randomly came up with was creating a cosmic ray detector. So if anybody wants to learn how to make one of those, should definitely sign up. We'll probably use that at one of our Biosphere outreach events.
That's cool. It kind of varies. We have some things that we just kind of do on the spot, like we did meteors, where we had different kinds of soil. Like we had one that was soil, and one was some Kool-Aid mix that was supposed to simulate the moon, and one that's more rocky, and you throw stuff at it, and you can see different types of soil and how that works out. But also we've done things like mini solar, what's it called?
Immediate stone.
Well, you have that, but like the solar clock, you have a sheet of paper and you tie a string at the right angle, and then that, if you point it north, it can be a solar clock, and so we give those to kids to take home. So it's really whatever is useful. We have lots of materials on the web. We have a closet full of basically stuff that we've done outreach materials for once, and we just use that for. So basically, we've done that once.
We've done it twice.
We've done it twice.
We made
yes.
messy comets and we made edible comets, and the edible comets are much more successful.
Yes. Like the messy comets we did with, was that dry ice?
Yeah.
Yeah, dry ice, and you put dirt on it, and you spray water on it, and ammonia, and you kind of show that it's going to. But then we had edible comets where we just ice cream instead of dry ice, and that's much more fun because you can eat it. So. Obviously.
We want to pull out our
But yeah, so this sheet is here at the end of the meeting, so it's some good meeting time that you can work on that. It's always fun. Speaking of fun, around that time is our next Bad Sci-Fi movie night. I'll put out another sheet that's if you have any requests, if you if you have any requests for bad sci-fi movies so we can kind of get a better sense of what we'll be watching by next week, so that we know what we're doing ahead of time. That would be great. So it's another sign-up sheet, and that's October 21st. That's the Friday before the Biosphere event. And last time we watched Decor, and everyone that went there thought it was fun. We had a relatively good turnout. So that will happen then. The last big thing, the AAS is the American, everybody knows it. So abstracts are due in 1 week, as I figured out last night. So if you are going, you need to get an abstract and submit it by next week. And also, Kevin, we're doing just at the end of the meeting. At the end of the meeting, before the strong question of the week, we'll have a meeting of basically everyone that's going to AAS so we can discuss logistics and stuff like that. So if you can't make an abstract, just use this template. PhD conference too.
There's another great one that's an invite for a conference, which is this is an excuse to share scientific information and drink lots of booze. Crossed out.
They actually use this as their abstract.
I don't know.
List your publications on your
I don't know.
publications.
I mean, but
Keep the title abstract.
by the time you're done with grad school, it'll be buried under all your other publications, so maybe they just won't look at it. So that's fun. Yeah. Okay, so then meet after meetings, talk logistics and stuff. So just kind of the last few slides that I have. $10 a semester are dues. If you're not paid dues, we have money. You can take money for you. Membership form. I've mentioned this a billion times, so you're probably all familiar with it. Research presentations. We do not have one today, mainly because I didn't get it in time. But like I said, if you want to talk about any research that you've done or are starting to do, definitely come talk to me, and I can set you up with a date that you can present to Astronomy Club, and that's always fun. It's good to hear from what us undergrads are doing. Show off. Next week, Kevin will give a talk about how to do.
I'll give my old talk as it relates to our radio astronomy project. My spaceman talk.
Okay.
I'll do that now.
He'll do that. He'll do that talk. It's not what I was thinking. Okay, so next week Kevin will give a talk about his past radio research. So yeah. Finally, we have exoplanet project going on. Mondays at 5:30. Binocular telescope project going on. I think we're going to start calling it this SBT, or the Small Binocular Telescope, an homage to the Large Binocular Telescope, which we are not as large as.
Also stands for sexy,
Oh, excellent. Very sexy. Like I said, outreach materials, please put some times down on the sheet so we can start getting those meetings together. And radio project, we do have a meeting this week in 5:05 at 5:05 p.m. So that's all that I have for now. So now if you want to sign up for outreach, making outreach materials, put a time down here, and if you have any bad movie requests, put them down here. And if you're going to AAS, talk to Kevin, and then after kind of we have that done, we'll go get Dawn and we'll talk about the astronomy question of the week some further. So, okay, break.